So I've rolled out a slab. I'm not going to bore with you guys with the details of rolling out a slab. We did that plenty with the slab boxes that we did in the previous project. But you've got your slab here, and this is going to become the base of our coil vase. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut out some sort of shape. Now keep in mind, the minimum requirement for this project is that this has to be at least 10 inches tall, which means that it's going to be fairly high, so we don't want to make our base too narrow. If our base is too narrow, okay, it's going to tip over real easily. So if I make something that's, you know, this big for the foot, or the base of it, okay, the problem is that when this gets about 8 to 10 inches tall, this is about the size of a soda can. Can you imagine a 10-inch tall soda can? It's going to tip over very easily. And if there's any kind of shape to it, obviously it's going to be pretty bad. So we want to make sure that we make something that's fairly large, or at least large enough to be able to support something that's going to be 10 inches tall. But just keep in mind, the wider and bigger your foot is going to be, the more coils, the bigger and longer it's going to take you. So don't go overboard. I would say anything about maybe just smaller than the diameter of your hand when it's spread out like that. If you've got big hands, then obviously you want them to go a little bit smaller, but something like that. Now, I usually like to do something a little bit more unconventional as far as the shape of my foot goes, okay? And I'm gonna go with something like that. Now, what we learned from the slab boxes, again, I hate that coiled, or excuse me, the texture, there we go, couldn't think of it, of the canvas from the slab roller. Again, that's just a personal pet peeve of mine, but since I'm the one doing the grading, you have to actually, you know, comply with what I want you guys to do. So sorry about that. If you want to do something for extra credit and leave that in there, that's all up to you, but just understand I'm not a big fan. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I do this to both sides just to make sure. And again, this only takes about 25-30 seconds. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that much time out of your day, okay? So now I'm looking at this, and this is going a little bit on the bigger side. Be careful of sharp corners, okay? Something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. There we go, that's a little bit more manageable. Because again, remember, the bigger your foot, okay, the more coils that we're going to end up lining this with, all right? I'm going to use a wooden board and a single sheet of newspaper. The single sheet of newspaper is going to keep my slab from sticking to my board while it's drying or while I'm storing it and as I'm working with it. So I'm just going to set one sheet of newspaper down like that, set my foot there. It's a little bit bigger than this block that I happen to get, so I'm going to make this a little bit on the smaller side just so it fits on there. All right, so that should work. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start rolling out our coils. Some of you are gonna be going, oh my gosh, I can't believe we have to do this again. Why do we have to do this again? And you're gonna roll out coils. Now, when I was in high school, this is exactly what I did, all right? My high school teacher said you have to roll out the coils by hand. You have to get good at them, and this is a great way of practicing. And yes, I agree with that to a point. However, okay, as I like to say, there's a tool for that. So, some of you are gonna be very happy. Hold on for 1 second and I'll show you what I mean.